今天要分享的改编故事是画龙点睛，希望能在学习英语的路上给你带来收获。你的每个点赞和订阅都是对我莫大的鼓励。那么，咱们开始吧。
The moment that brush tip touched the wall, the sky turned black. In the year 507, a man named Zhang Xingyu walked into a temple in Nanjing. He carried no sword, no army, just brushes. The emperor himself had sent him here to paint on the walls. Everyone in the city knew his name. They said his paintings breathed. They said his people looked so real, you could almost hear them speak. The temple walls were bare and white. Zhang Xingyu looked at that empty space and saw things no one else could see. He mixed his inks. He drew 4 dragons. Not small ones. These creatures coiled and twisted across the whole wall, each one longer than a man is tall. Their scales overlapped like armor. Their claws looked strong enough to tear through stone. Their muscles tensed under the skin as if they were about to move. It took him 3 days. When he finished, a crowd gathered outside the temple. Word spread fast. People pushed through the doors to see. They gasped. Children pointed. Old men nodded slowly, impressed. The dragons were perfect. Every detail. Every scale. Every claw. But something was wrong. One man stepped closer. He squinted at the wall. Then he saw it. The dragons had no eyes. Just blank spaces where the eyes should be. Smooth, empty scales. Master Zhang, the man said. Why no eyes? Zhang Xingyu stood back. He looked at his work. If I paint the eyes, he said, they will fly away. The crowd laughed. A few people chuckled. Someone slapped their knee. Fly away? Paint on a wall? That was a good joke. The man was clearly having fun with them. Come on, master, they said. Paint the eyes. Let's see them fly. Zhang shook his head. You don't understand. These aren't just paintings. They're alive. They're waiting. They laughed harder. Then prove it. Paint one eye. Just one. He refused again. But the crowd grew louder. More people came. The noise spread through the temple courtyard. Finally, Zhang Xingyu picked up his brush. Fine, he said. But remember, you asked for this. He walked to the wall. The crowd fell silent. He dipped his brush in black ink. He raised his hand to the first dragon. The tip touched the wall right where the eye should be. 1 dot. Then the second dragon. Another dot. The wall shook. Not much. Just a small tremor at first. Like a cart passing by outside. But there was no cart. The ground trembled again. Harder this time. Dust fell from the ceiling beams. Then the sky. Through the temple windows. The blue sky turned gray. Then dark gray. Then black. Clouds rolled in from nowhere, boiling and twisting. Wind slammed through the doors. Women screamed. Men stumbled backward. The torches on the walls flickered and died. Thunder cracked right above the temple. Not distant. Right there. The sound shook people's teeth. And then the dragons moved. The two with eyes started to shift. Their painted heads turned. Their bodies uncoiled from the wall. Not slowly. All at once. Stone and paint and plaster broke apart as the creatures pulled themselves free. Their claws gripped the edge of the hole they made. Their bodies stretched. They were huge. Bigger than horses. Bigger than wagons. Real. Alive. Another crack of thunder. Lightning flashed through the temple, bright white. The dragons rose up. They pushed off from the wall and shot through the air. Straight through the roof. Beams splintered. Tiles shattered. The dragons were gone into the black sky. Then silence. Rain started falling through the hole in the roof. Drops landed on people's faces. No one moved. No one spoke. They just stood there, wet and shaking, staring at the wall. Two dragons remained. The ones without eyes. Still painted. Still flat. Still stuck to the stone. Zhang Xingyu put down his brush. He looked at the crowd. He said nothing. He just walked out of the temple and disappeared into the rain. That story is 1500 years old. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. But here's what I know. You have something in your life right now that's almost finished. Almost ready. Almost alive. But you haven't added the eyes yet. You're scared. Scared it won't work. Scared it will. That final touch. That last detail. That one thing you keep putting off because once you do it, everything changes. You can't take it back. The dragons stay on the wall forever, or they fly. Most people leave their dragons eyeless. They die with blank spaces. They never know what could have happened if they'd just picked up the brush. The eyes are waiting. What are you going to do?
真诚感谢你的收看。如果本期内容对你有帮助，请点赞或留言告诉我，你的反馈对我非常重要。下期见。